Only people who get it are the people who get it. Welcome to J Get It Training. Today we're covering Regulation D, but not in a boring, textbook way. We're going to focus on what actually happens in real life. A transfer gets blocked, a member sees a fee, or someone asks, "Why can't I use savings like checking?" By the end of this, you'll be able to explain it clearly, reduce escalations, and coach a simple setup that prevents the problem from happening again. Quick note: policies vary by bank and credit union, so our J Get It rule today is: don't guess, verify the account disclosure and fee schedule for your institution. Let's get into it. Picture this: a member moves money from savings and rent, and boom, transfer blocked. Or it goes through and they see a message like limit reached or a fee. And here's the truth: most people don't care about the words Regulation D until it hits them in the wallet or it disrupts their life. So let's do a quick poll. No judgment. This is about real experience.
Which one have you seen? A. Limit reached warning. B. Excess withdrawal fee. C. Account reclassified to checking. D. Never, but I want to prevent it.
Perfect. That tells me exactly where to focus. Today we're going to connect the dots: the regulation, the account terms, policy, the practical fix that helps the member and protects the institution. Here's what winning looks like after today. By the end of this session, you'll be able to explain what Regulation D is, in plain English. Describe what changed in 2020, and why some banks still set limits. Coach a simple, vault plus bridge setup that prevents failed payments and fees. Use a short script to answer, "Why can't I use savings like checking?" And one more thing. This deck is built using Gagne's 9 events, because adults learn faster when it's job-centered: relevance, practice, feedback, then transfer to the real world. Alright, warm-up time. No Googling, no overthinking. Just vote true or false. Number 1. Federal law says you can only do 6 savings withdrawals per month. Number 2. The Fed removed reserve requirements for depository institutions in 2020. Number 3. Even if the rule changed, a bank can still set limits in its account terms. Number 4. The best setup is checking for bills plus savings for goals. Don't worry, we're not grading this part. The goal is to surface what people believe, because that's what shows up when a member asks questions at the window or on the phone. Keep those answers in your head. Now we're going to tighten up the truth. Here's the clean J Get It definition. Regulation D is a Federal Reserve regulation that historically related to reserve requirements and to how certain accounts, especially savings deposits, were defined and treated. Now, most confusion comes from one thing. People mix up what the Fed used to require versus what a bank's product rules still allow today. So let's lock in the mindset difference. Savings equals the vault. This is for goals and emergency funds. It's designed to be lower activity, by design. Checking equals money in motion. This is for bills, subscriptions, debit card activity, and frequent transactions. If you only remember one mental model, remember that: vault versus motion. Savings versus checking. Now let's talk about what changed, because this is where outdated advice still spreads. Timeline: March 2020. Reserve requirement ratios went to 0%. April 2020. An interim final rule allowed banks to suspend enforcing the old 6 convenient transfers limit that people associate with Reg D today. Many institutions still keep their own limits anyway. Here's the key idea: the Fed removed the mandatory enforcement piece. That does not mean every bank removed limits from their products. Many kept limits for product design, operations, and risk reasons. If someone says, "Federal law says 6, that's outdated thinking. The modern move is: check your institution's disclosures and fee schedule, because that's what actually impacts the member in real life. Now we're in real-world coaching mode. What triggers a limit warning or fee? Often it's what banks call convenient transfers, meaning transfers initiated electronically or automatically. Examples that often count, depending on the institution: online transfers from savings to checking. ACH transfers or bill pay coming out of savings. Overdraft, sweeps, from savings to cover checking. Some recurring automated transfers. Some P2P movement, varies by how it posts. High frequency, savings as checking, behavior. Anything your disclosure says counts. Now I'm going to say this clearly, because this protects you and helps the member. don't overpromise. We never say, this always counts, or this never counts, because policies vary. Don't guess. Verify the disclosure and fee schedule, because the policy at your institution is what counts in real life. Let's practice with a realistic case. Scenario. Mia uses her savings account to pay everything: rent, utilities, subscriptions. Basically, her whole life runs out of savings. Then a payment fails or she sees a fee, and she's upset. Your job is to explain what happened and give the fix, without shaming the customer. In 90 seconds, I want you to answer 4 things. What happened? Policy versus regulation? What changed in 2020? What's the fix? Vault plus bridge setup. What's the script? 30 seconds, calm tone. Pair up. One person is Mia, one person is the advisor. Go 90 seconds, then switch. Pause video. Time. Now, who wants to share a 20-second version of what they said? As you share, listen for this coaching cue. You didn't do anything wrong. Your savings account has transaction limits in the terms. Let's set you up so bills run from checking, and savings stays your vault. That tone matters. Calm, respectful, practical. Here's the simple fix we coach: vault and bridge. Goal: keep savings stable, and let checking do the heavy lifting. Savings equals vault. Checking equals bridge. Bills live on the bridge. What runs from checking? Rent, utilities, subscriptions, debit spending, P2P payments when possible. And the 3-step setup is easy. Bills from checking. Auto transfer to savings on payday. Build the vault. Move money from savings to checking 1 to 2 times per month. Plan transfers. If someone gets paid bi-weekly, maybe they transfer to savings each payday and do one planned bill funding transfer back to checking at the start of the month. If someone is weekly, same concept, just scaled. The point isn't perfection. The point is predictability and avoiding high-frequency savings activity. Alright, quick knowledge check. Circle your answers. We'll review together. Regulation D is mainly about A. Credit scores. B. Reserve rules and account definitions. C. Taxes. The Fed removed the mandatory 6 transfer enforcement in A. 2016. B. 2020. C. 2024. True, false. Banks are required to remove savings transfer limits. Best practice for bills is A. Savings. B. Checking. C. Money market only. The number one thing to verify at a bank is A. TikTok advice. B. Account disclosure, fee schedule. C. Vibes. Here are the answers. Number 1. B. Reserve rules plus account definitions. Number 2. B. 2020. Number 3. False. Institutions may choose whether to suspend enforcement. Many still set limits in terms. Number 4. B. Checking is for frequent transactions. Number 5. B. Disclosures and fee schedules govern real-world outcomes. If you got any wrong, that's okay. This is exactly why members get confused too. The win is leaving here able to explain it cleanly. Now we assess. Can you explain this in 30 seconds? J. Get it style. Calm, clear, practical. Here's the fill-in-the-blank template. Use it, don't freestyle. Read slowly as the model. You didn't do anything wrong. Your savings account has transaction limits in its terms. Regulation D used to be tied to a 6 transfer definition for savings deposits, but in 2020 the Fed allowed banks to suspend enforcing that limit. Some banks still keep limits, so the best setup is bills from checking plus savings as your vault. Let's move your bill payments to checking, and set 1 to 2 planned transfers from savings each month. Last slide. This is the take it to the floor part. Here's your 7-point checklist job aid. When a member has an issue, do this. Ask, what failed or what fee posted? Check the account disclosure, fee schedule. Identify what transaction type triggered the issue. Explain it in plain language, policy versus regulation. Offer the fix, vault plus bridge setup. Help them move bills to checking. Confirm. Set alerts and track upcoming autopays. Then we reinforce with trusted references if needed. But most of the time you don't need to win an argument. You need to solve the problem and set the member up so it doesn't happen again. Your action steps after this training. Find your institution's disclosure and keep it bookmarked. Update your internal FAQ and your frontline script. Teach the Vault Plus Bridge model forward to your team. And that's it. Only people who get it are the people who get it. Get it.